Welcome to the Prime Forecast. My name is Chris.
Russ.
Alex.
And we're sorry to say that Bryce has passed.
Yeah. Mostly gas.
No, he'll be here eventually.
Yeah, he's coming in a little bit late. So, let's start off at the top of the list like we normally do with music shit. Ross, you got something for us?
Do I got something for you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, apparently it's been in the news. I didn't even know it was in the news, apparently. But Taylor Swift has been mad because she wasn't given the ability to buy back her masters. And now it's came out that apparently she was only gonna... They said that she could only do it if she, like, re-signed a deal with them. Or something like that. Per, like, some contractual crap.
I'm just like, you should count on the fact that if you're a musician... some of your best shit is going to come out right away initially. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have your masters right away, you're not going to get them easily.
And did you hear what they said? They said it would have been each album afterwards that she released would give her one of her albums.
Oh. It's like...
Well, you got to understand, wasn't it Justin Bieber's fucking manager that like bought the...
Might have been. It's like 6 albums, so she would have had to have put out 6 albums to get her her masters from her first stage.
Well, you got to understand, like, in the fields of the music industry where they just kind of take young artists and just kind of enslave them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sure, like just dangle a little bit of shiny car, big house in front of them, and they realize that, hey, even if you pay off the house initially, you got to pay that crazy thing called property tax and
high hopes, right?
Like... that's fucking insane. But I'm happy it happened to Taylor Swift. I want to say that out loud.
Well,
I don't like her.
So if every one of her songs is the same, why does it take her more than one album to get all of her masters?
For sure.
Sure.
For sure. You broke up with me, I'm sad. Like, I really don't like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like, she's probably one of my
Ernest, though.
She's like, but now I'm doing it with a different sound.
It's like, now I threw a little bit of techno in it.
Yep,
it's
exactly.
Like, nah, it's garbage. It's garbage. But there is another thing that was unfortunate for Taylor Swift that kind of segues us into the next topic. So Lil Nas X kept her out of that number one spot for God knows how long. Mm-hmm. And then recently, this past month, he came out as gay.
Yep, I believe it was the last day of Pride Month.
Yeah.
Do
we think that was strategically...
It was right after that big concert.
Right?
What's it called? The one that like Miley Cyrus and all them were at too.
Okay.
The big like.
So there's no possible way he's trolling, right?
I mean, I don't think so.
What would be his motivation not to be trolling right now?
Maybe he felt like he hit like a point where he's like, you know what? I don't care if people know anymore.
Yeah, it's possible.
Probably.
I don't know if Tyler the Creator, is he the... I don't know if everyone knew that he was gay right away.
Well, and the thing is he had that thing where he came out and said that Jaden Smith was his boyfriend or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, you don't hear about it because they're like, Tyler the Creator, it's crazy antics. Like, do you get on a certain echelon where it's like, even if you're telling the truth, people are just laughing at what you have to say because it's you saying it.
Yeah.
You know, like... when you come out with, I'm not saying fuck it, I am saying it. If you come out with a parody song and you're leading with a parody song, like people are not going to take you serious. So I see a lot of memes, but I don't know how big the actual uproar is about him being an artist that is homosexual.
Yeah, there probably isn't really an uproar, I guess. I mean,
you're like, oh my God, I can't listen to him. And then what did he say on Twitter?
Yeah, what did he say, Alex?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
Yeah. He said some shit like, oh, I'm gay now. I guess I got to stop listening to myself. Like, that's how people just receive it. And
I mean, maybe country music will be close to him from now on, but I mean...
Yeah, that's a lot of people that like-minded where he probably wasn't in there to begin with. They're like, what? He's black and gay? No way. Can't be country ever.
Then I guess a lot of people on social media were trying to like break like Old Town Road and different songs of his down to like look for like gay like stuff in
like innuendo. And it's A song is like pretty much like a book or any other piece of art. It's open to interpretation, so people can go as far left or right as they want to. Now there's going to be fan theories about sexuality and lyrics, and he's talking about riding a horse. What does that mean?
Yeah, right.
Like, crazy, absolutely bonkers. But I, for one, I don't think an artist's sexuality really. I don't care about it. I don't think, because
It's 2019, right? Like,
well, even before then, like Luther Vandross was homosexual. I'm not gonna stop listening to that dude's music. Like that shit is fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? You have
Freddie Mercury, like allegedly was well.
yeah.
Allegedly.
I'm
Well,
like
I wasn't following Queen back in the day, so I wouldn't know.
sure, and it's like you have a good song. I like your song. You have a good message in your song. I connect with what I think it means, and that's pretty much it. I don't want, hey, where were you born? Where were your kids born? Do you have kids? Like, I don't need to know all that extra shit about you. But I do think the timing of it makes me think that it's more antics than truth. Because it's like, oh yeah, let's wait until the end of Pride Month, not any other time. And I'm
Well,
like,
even if it's antics, it could still be true. It's just he chose like the perfect time to let it out. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like to keep the train rolling.
yeah. And it's weird.
It's not like he's getting sloppy like 6ix9ine, where it's like, oh wait, I had some RICO violations. What?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And it's like that once again, if he is trolling, if he's not trolling, that just proves how big of a presence trolling has in not just hip hop, but music in general. Like huge trolls in music, and they're becoming successful somehow and more prevalent. So that shit's nuts.
Yep.
I mean, attention is everything because like people are watching you. Those clicks, those spins, you know, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
And
That actually reminds me of an episode of Black Mirror that I'm just going through watching that shit. It was the episode where they're like basically rating each other, and you only had access to a certain amount of stuff depending on your rating. And it's like, life's not about that shit. I don't give a fuck what I get rated on social media. Like I could take 1,000 pictures and all this other shit. It's because
Oh, dude. Wait, what? Like,
do you mean?
people had ratings? Like, what do you mean?
yeah. So this episode basically, your overall average rating, you could
your clout.
yeah, you meet people and they can rate you from 1 to 5 stars.
What does that have to do with anything in life?
It's like
Well, the
but
Lil
it
Nas
opens
X
up
doing
doors
that for
you.
clout. Yeah, doing that for
I'm
clout.
just talking about this episode. Like, I don't understand, like, what it's about.
He said people with higher ratings have access to more shit in life.
Yeah, but why?
Because that's how it is. Like, the more you're at the center of attention, like, for example, Lil Nas X, with the controversy over whether it was country or not, that kind of pushed him up into the front, too. Now the controversy is he gay or straight? Then that pushes him even more to the front than, you know, the little things that kind of keep him afloat in between, like
I know what you're saying.
giving him a Maserati and all of that other shit. It's like people are just content on, okay, if he's the center of attention, he's going to make more money because we're going to listen to him. We saw with R. Kelly, right? He got hella spins before they're like, yo, let's pull his shit off. Not to say that he's the same as R. Kelly. I don't want to come across that way, but attention's attention, and they don't give a fuck what type of attention it is.
Yeah.
Any press is good press.
Right? Shout out to Kanye West. Haha, that's the only time that bad press is bad press.
Didn't he have a song, like, that he released or something for some, like, TV show or something?
Who?
Kanye West.
I don't really follow Kanye too closely.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of hit that point where with Kanye, and I was like, I'll let
Because
him do
trolling
his
gone
thing.
I was looking at
Yeah.
news, and they said he, like, had a song or something with some other person.
It was like when you were finally praying that he was trolling and he wasn't, right?
It's like I just wait for the albums to speak.
Oh,
Of course. All right. Well, I guess we can get into the next segue and big topic.
Oh, there was something about. We'll let Bryce talk about that when he gets here.
Sure.
Because I don't follow that camp from North Carolina or whatever all that well.
Yeah, and I heard the baby was involved in it, but
Bad baby.
I'm like, I don't know. But you guys got anything else for hip hop, music in general?
Music.
Music, I don't know if there's much else that I'm seeing that I know anything about.
Sure. Listening to anything new, exciting? Nope. Yes.
I pretty much just put on old shit whenever I'm listening. It's like classic hip hop.
Same.
I'm just like, if it's new stuff, maybe I'll kind of like selectively pick shit out. But if it's like radio, it's like classic.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think the radio in my vehicle has gotten very much play. I try to stay as far away from that shit as I can.
I use
mostly
mine,
trash.
but I only listen to like the alternative, like the 80s through like early 2000s.
You listen to like the college station where it's some dude in like some basement, like a tiny room.
And then I also listen to like the new like alternative music, like there's a channel that has it. So it's like that's all I really listen to in my vehicle.
Yeah. That what is it? KVSC or whatever is at the station?
College one? I'm not sure.
Yeah. So what they did, and that I didn't know about or remember until recently, they have like this old school hip hop like set that they do. And is it like Friday night or some shit like that? But whatever time it is, they like do this old school set. So I'm like press and scan on the radio because I can't get, shit to load on my phone. And I just hear some Gang Starr come over the radio. I'm like, what? We have this in St. Cloud? I turned to the station later on that day, and it was like SpongeBob techno and shit. So
yeah, there
like,
you go.
you gotta listen to that at certain times.
Yep, definitely. Alex, got anything?
Do I have anything?
Yeah, you definitely do.
What? What are we going
Okay, I
to?
guess we're talking about movies and TV now.
Yes.
Kind of wish this is like all crap that Bryce should be here for, but
We can just ramble on some random topics then until he gets here.
That's true.
Say,
we could.
Hey, what do you want to talk about? And then just the rest of the show, we can just let him talk.
Right.
Let's bring up some news, guys.
I think we can hit up movies and TV. Stranger Things. Have you watched it? Yes or no?
No.
Not watch Stranger Things.
Okay. If I were wearing a shirt, it would not be a Nike. It would not be Believe the Hype. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. But speaking of Nike and Stranger Things,
hey,
that guy Copernicus with the shirt in the face. Stranger Things came out with a sneaker line. And
yep, I saw that.
Yeah, they did a collab.
Is that
with
the one
Nike.
that got canceled by Nike and then people are butthurt about it?
No,
it's coming out.
That's definitely coming out. That was the Betsy Ross flag one.
The Betsy Ross one was one of
that sold for around $200, and now they're worth $2,500 or more.
Something like that.
Yeah, but they came out with a line, and I got excited for it because I thought they were going to do something pretty cool with the graphics, or at least slap some, like just crazy 80s feel type shit. They chose really good silhouettes for it because they had the Cortez, they had this other running shoe, and I think they had a Nike Blazer.
They showed what they looked like, didn't they?
Yeah, well, no, they didn't. Not in depth, because the first thing that I saw was like the crates that were broken, and it says "handle with care" whatever on the Nike strap, and it shows you a shadow of what silhouettes they were gonna do.
Oh, I thought I saw a thing that showed the actual shoes and stuff.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to come out on the 14th now.
Okay, yeah,
they probably got leaks.
They looked like
someone spoiling the Stranger
Things. In like a period like 1980s film, people wearing kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's like it's period correct. They chose the right silhouettes.
I think they had like shirts and stuff too that you could get and stuff like that.
Like how Ross waits for his card spoilers. I'm sure there's people who wait for sneaker spoilers.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Are they gonna have those within the lime greens that you can't get anywhere?
Right, and it's like they were pretty plain Jane shoes with like 1985 across the back of all of the shoes. And it's just like Nike and then a Stranger Things logo on the tongue, and that is pretty much it. Like super plain Jane. And they want...
So you're saying you can actually wear them outside is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
They're functional.
Because there are some shoes that are so non-functional you can't even wear them anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Well, they're functional for 1980s.
Yeah, like I just got way more excited than to just see this.
Oh yeah,
like just blue and white blazers,
them 90s Reebok Shacks,
red, white, and blue. Cortezes here. The apparel looks pretty plain Jane too. Hawkins Phys Ed. That's it.
Yep.
Like that's crazy to me, but people are gonna fucking buy that shit and eat that shit up.
Oh yeah.
Those strange things, but the
just
show is good.
Netflix just deucing in people's mouths, just like Apple with the iPhone and iPad. Just like, hey, want that new iPhone?
Right?
God damn it.
There you go. That'll be
Right.
$1,000.
Hell yeah. Just crapping out.
Hey everybody, it's Bryce. I'm here now.
Yep.
I walked on. I was sorry. I had to take an emergency shower because I was having hot, sweaty sex with a partially microwaved grapefruit.
God dang it.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's safe to say things got fruity. So. Had to cool off, take a shower, drove here as fast as I could. And once I found out I was late, and now I'm here.
Citrus is
I
pretty
missed all the
acidic.
good news. Did you guys talk about how gay Lil Nas X is?
Oh,
Yep,
yeah, we did.
we covered it.
All right, cool. He's gay. Want to make sure that our 19 listeners knew that. And,
God damn.
well, I don't want to bring that back up since you guys are past it. So where are we at? Stranger Things.
We just
Yep,
started
Stranger Things.
we just started kind of TV and movies.
So you like Stranger Things, the season 3 so far?
Well,
I'm only like 2.5 episodes in.
okay, I don't want to spoil too much for it.
Yeah, well, don't spoil anything
There-
for me. Fuck off, I'm watching it.
There was a lot of parallels between recent horror shit that I've seen and the show where I'm like,
I'm sure.
okay, I understand there's certain shit in the wheelhouse where you can expect it, but there were certain parallels that I'm like, wow, that is really just like this body of work that I've seen. So I was a little bit disappointed there, but as far as character development and, Max and her brother and all of this other shit, a lot of those fringe characters are starting to come in on the story now. Even I can't think of his name. Little Buddy's sister is part of the story and shit like that. So they're bringing the fringe characters in and they're keying up to do something big. But I think I'm 2 episodes away from finishing it.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
didn't they say this was the last season, or were they gonna make more?
I hope it's the last season.
I thought
They're
they
gonna
said it
make
was.
more.
I thought they claimed it was the
Should have
last
probably
one.
just skipped it
It's
for...
so successful.
Yeah, you'd think
Probably-
they'd make more. I guess I could look quick.
I
I'll
was-
keep talking about it.
I was okay with it, and if they ended it at the second season, I would have been okay with it. Except for at the end they do that whole it's still happening, like
Yeah, the
shit.
cliffhanger shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, if they would have just not had done that and just ended it with her,
Getting her son back, all that other shit.
yeah, I would have been okay with it.
Probably
Yeah.
should have just skipped it for Good Omens, right?
I think, yeah.
I haven't seen Good Omens yet, so I can't speak to that. But Stranger Things is really
I guess
good.
according to this thing, it says they're gonna do 4 seasons and end it.
Okay.
Oh,
And then
well,
when-
fuck.
then-
now
then
we know
as
there's
soon
no
as
conclusion.
Then as
Yeah,
soon
of
as
course.
season 4 is ready, they'll be like, oh well, we'll do another one.
We're just gonna
Just
do this.
milk it, just beat it into the ground.
The thing 9 hours ago
Star
was like,
Wars.
will it be renewed for a final year? It's like, well, it probably will, unless they think it doesn't.
They need to be
Right.
filming that
Is
shit
it worth
right
it or
now so
something?
the breaks aren't so long. Like, now that I don't have commercials
You'll
and
end
like,
up with like a year happening in the show, and then it's like from Game of Thrones season 1 to 8, fucking like the kid's age or some shit.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
the kids
oh,
are
shit.
like hitting puberty and shit, so they're just like look so fucking different already.
yeah,
Yeah, season 4 they're gonna be fucking 22
right?
and
It's
just
gonna be like It or some shit.
yeah,
What is this?
yeah.
But yeah, the story is great so far. But like I
Good.
said, there was a lot of parallels between other bodies of work that I've seen that I didn't appreciate too much.
I'll finish it this weekend for sure.
Does
probably.
season 4 involve Oscar Isaac and like him being on some kind of like weird moon where they're like mining for some sort of mineral or something, but then like their ship is broken, so they have to like find a way off? Well, never mind.
God dang,
What?
what the fuck?
That's a good movie though.
What?
That's a good fucking movie. We'll have to watch it this weekend.
What movie is that?
Oh, I know what he's talking about,
can't
but I haven't
remember
seen it
the
yet.
actual title of it. But it
What
was
are
fucking-
miners? Where old miner people that look at rocks? What are they-
Prospectors?
Yeah, that's what it's
Prospect,
called.
yeah. It's fucking good, dude.
I couldn't remember the name, but I knew what it had to do with.
Where the hell
whatever.
did you see anything about that?
It's on Hulu, dude. I watched
Oh,
it.
it's a Hulu thing?
It's been out for a while, as far as I know. It was on my list of shit to watch, but I never got around to it.
It's fucking good, dude.
Did you guys talk about what? So what have you got? Did you get through the Sandman? Psyche?
No.
No, we
Just
didn't
started
talk,
with
we didn't
Stranger
talk
Things?
about Dreamville
No,
either
We didn't
because
talk about Dreamville. We talked.
Kirby and Dreamland.
We hit music up. We talked about T Swift and Lil Nas X, and then we went to Stranger Things. Yeah.
Did I post that link?
I've seen I'm kidding.
For-
I haven't seen Stranger Things.
I didn't post that link, did I?
Nope.
For the Dreamville
I don't think so.
Dreamers 3 or whatever, where Dreamville fucking just got all their artists together and did a fucking 18-song album that came out yesterday, maybe.
Oh, nice.
I think I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I was looking at the features and I'm like, J. Cole. I'm like, yes.
So what they're gonna do? They're gonna take all their lesser artists and then just feature J. Cole, like their prime time, like on everything.
Just
to,
prop
Yeah.
up.
I don't know. It had a lot of different features
pump
because
it
it's
up.
like a mixture of the Dreamville artists and shit.
Yeah.
And then a lot of J. Cole, I'm hoping. And I mean, it's J. Cole, so I'm excited for it. I'm going to listen to it because I don't know, like, a lot of the other artists. Like, I think, who else is on Dreamville? I don't know. Some
Bad Baby?
Yeah, Bad Baby's on there. Catch Me Outside.
Yeah, the baby ain't on Dreamville. He's a North Carolina artist, so it's cool to see them.
I did put that on there. Dreamville, Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
Yeah, you said post a link. You didn't post a link.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah, we're missing a link, my guy.
I don't do everything for you. Jesus Christ.
Supposed to do most things.
So check it out if you like J. Cole. That will probably have a lot of verses on it for you to partake in. So Sandman, Netflix picks up Sandman TV series based off Neil Gaiman's book, short story, book, comic.
It's comic, might even be graphic novel, but I think it's a comic. I think it's a comic series.
And it's about who is the god that it's based off of.
Oh crap! What's funny is I've watched like shows where they talk about it, but I don't remember.
It's not Greek mythology, is it?
If it's a Sandman,
yeah.
it's probably Spider.
Western and Northern European folklore.
So that would be...
Puts people to sleep and brings good dreams by sprinkling magical sand on their eyes.
Yeah, nice. Mr. Sandman.
That's what the actual Sandman is. That isn't the actual comic.
So explain.
I think it's based off of a god doing shit.
Yeah.
Probably like the Tooth Fairy from Darkness
supposed to
Falls,
be-
where it's like not
Supposed to be pretty like
shit.
Neil Gaiman has
ridiculous.
like fucking American gods. I'm caught up on Lucifer. Don't know why. Watched all 3 seasons of that.
Detective TV show Lucifer.
Yeah, but it's like everything he does has something to do with deities. Like it seems like
I
Sandman,
don't think
American
Coraline
gods. What?
Never mind.
You mean let's mix Castle with Supernatural but not do a great job?
I mean, I enjoyed it a little bit, but then it got like, it started becoming too TV formulaic. Like, are they going to get together? Are they not?
Yep.
And it's like every season there's at least 3 times where they're about to tell each other they love each other, and then it just doesn't happen. And you're like, wow, it's almost like I expected this.
Yeah.
Like, this is so fucking stupid.
It's almost like they couldn't do another season if they just kind of got the plot over with.
Didn't they get together fairly quickly and then ended up like breaking up?
No.
No, was it a while?
It took a while.
What's that? There has to be a detective show that I watched that they got together fairly quickly, but then they ended up like breaking up like
It's possible.
for whatever fucking reason after.
You talking about Psych?
No, I've never seen that show. Sorry.
Talking about.
I'll think about it.
White Collar.
White? No, because that was 2 dudes.
I watch super trash detective shows. Like that's my thing.
I love White Collar.
White Collar was good. I like the way they ended it.
Yep. Which was they ended it. And that's how
I'm pretty
I
sure
liked
the
it.
best
Yeah.
detective show was the one where there was a cop who was a white dude, but then he had an android that he was paired with that was the black dude, and it was like really good.
Carl
They only
Urban.
made like 1 season. Yeah,
Carl
that one.
Urban.
Yeah.
Being
Human or no?
yeah.
I
that
can't
sounds
remember
right.
what it was.
I think it's
great,
called Being
though.
Human.
Okay.
It was really good. Like
Yep.
10 out of 10.
I can't believe they canceled that. It was actually good. It was like iRobot, the TV show.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like
Wow.
But all I've ever heard,
Dealt with those
all I've
kind
ever
of
heard
themes
about
and shit.
Sandman from people is that it's one of them like crazy shows, like where that are all the rage right now.
just acid trip shows like
Yeah.
fucking American Gods.
Yeah, kind of like
where
that.
people have to keep watching it because they have no idea what's even happening in the fucking plot.
Yep.
Oh, that show is so fucking weird. Oh my god.
Is it good weird or bad weird?
I'm watching it because I don't know what's happening.
Like here's the genres of
Essentially.
Sandman the comic. It's dark fantasy, horror, black comedy.
Okay.
I could give you the basis of it.
Shut up.
No. I'm gonna get You Suck as a classic. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now.
The American Gods, the basis around it is every god gods are created by belief and exist only by belief.
Okay.
So
that means that chaos demons are also created by belief.
That would be true. They would be.
So there's like everything from mythology is still existing, but the old gods are
Losing a lot of their power.
they're weak as shit because they don't have believers anymore. They take them like one at a time in some instances. And then there's the god of death that's doing fine because or like the Egyptian god of death who is doing fine because people are dying. He's still in business. And then there's the new gods that are all technology based.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you have Mr. Worldwide, which is played by. Never mind.
I know Orlando Jones plays somebody in it.
Orlando Jones plays a spider god from Africa, I think.
Okay.
Or something. He was on. His character's really good. He's getting more playtime. There's a leprechaun Irish immortal god guy that's not immortal anymore. Then there's media. There's internet.
They better have had Warwick Davis playing that.
And then what other fucked up shit do they have? Oh, they have Hephaestus or Vulcan from Greek and Roman mythology.
And then
to adapt as an old god, he's like the god of the forge. So he started his own like firearm company and like lives in the South. Yeah, so he like all the Confederates and all the fucking white trash like Republicans that like worship guns. He's like every time they shoot a gun is a prayer. And he's like I'm doing just fine. And then Mr. Wednesday is like, oh, I still need you to forge my sword for me, please.
So of these new gods, so the strongest one is Pornhub, right? Like
I believe there is
probably this like god of social media or something.
I don't know if they have a god like an old goddess of like sex and shit. So she's in there. And it's weird. Then there's a zombie chick that's reanimated off the Irish god's lucky coin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he has like bad luck because he doesn't have his lucky coin. He's able. This is so stupid. So he has one lucky coin that's his lucky coin. If he doesn't have it, that's his luck. So he just gets like shit on the entire fucking show, like luck-wise. Like cars breaking down, getting hit by cars. Jeez. Like just bad shit to him happens constantly. And then Zombie Girl's reanimated off the fucking coin. And this Irish guy's like, he's like, money's no problem. I can make all these gold coins like appear. Because he takes them from like a hidden stash that only he can access, and he just makes them appear and shit. Wow. He's like, this is all the fucking money, but I don't have my fucking coin, my lucky coin. Just watch it if you want to go, what? Like, that's pretty much it.
That sounds like a cluster.
Yeah, it is a clusterfuck. But it's just a bunch of gods. Oh, and like it's the old gods are wanting to go to war with the new gods kind of thing. To like
old heads versus new heads.
Yeah, and it's just weird. It's just fucking weird. That's it. I talk way too much about American Gods. Yep. I'll keep watching it because I don't know what's going on.
Sure. And what platform is this on?
Netflix. Oh, I don't pay for it.
No, what I mean, like Netflix.
I'm gonna have to say Showtime.
Okay.
Could be.
Yeah, I stream it through Showtime, which
could
I pay for.
Could be
good.
I could have swore it was on like a network channel, but no, that's that Legion show. Never mind.
Or Stars.
Different.
No, I'm pretty sure Showtime.
You're probably Legion. I'm like that's that Legion show.
Because because they show like there's nudity and stuff. Like they have no problem showing titties and shit. So it's on one of those special ones. And
Alex, you got this.
Taika Waititi's Akira movie officially casting Asians. That was official. So they had to make it clear that this is not going to be whitewashed, apparently.
Good.
Akira is so fucking good. God damn it.
Akira after Ghost in the Shell.
Almost as good as Lupin the Third.
Bruh, Lupin the Third, my guy.
I've never seen Lupin the Third.
You gotta watch it.
But so far,
You dig it.
I have to watch. I want to watch it then because I haven't seen it, and I need to see if that really is the best.
You'll probably hate it.
Isn't it
It's a lot of
Studio
dumb shit,
Ghibli?
but no.
Oh, for the movie.
Or Miyazaki made
Miyazaki
it.
did the movie.
Well, just
Well,
think,
yeah, then it's probably
You're
good
getting
because
this-
Miyazaki did
this
it.
guy's doing Akira. The one dude, Jordan Peele, wants to do live action gargoyles. And, you know.
Who's doing it? Wasn't there like a trash Cowboy Bebop being made or something?
I thought there was something like that.
That's
Now
the
that
one
you
where,
said,
that's the one where John
Harold.
Cho is freaking the main character.
Fuck
Yeah, I was like, nope.
Well,
that.
Pass.
it's a anime, so technically the main character probably should be Asiatic.
I get it, but
You'll
there's a
have
lot
it
of-
be.
Who was the guy from Kung Fu Hustle?
I don't want to say have it be a good actor, but
I heard they were making a Kung Fu Hustle too. Now that you say that.
John
Yeah.
Cho is like the go-to guy if you're looking for an Asian actor, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just put him in there. Get at least one big name. Get some up and
Dude,
comers
just-
in there.
yeah. And Ken Watanabe,
did-
he can be Jet.
Who did they say was going to be playing Jet? I thought it was like...
I think they had it as a black guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it wasn't Terry Crews.
And I totally called that. I'm like, that'd be a perfect casting. I said.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just like
Jet's
casting-
Jet's Asian though.
It's just like casting Piccolo. Who would you
It's
cast
like-
as Piccolo?
Did they ever even talk about
Piccolo?
his past?
Yeah, from DBZ.
The green guy?
Yeah, the black guy.
The fucking pickle?
He's like a pickle.
Cucumber
Pickle
or
Rick?
something? Yeah,
Pickle Rick.
pickle. But I mean, yeah, it's like, do you want an Asian casting or don't you? If you're gonna switch it up then. Just
They
go
could have
all
probably
out.
just had ScarJo play everyone in all three movies if they really were.
Yeah,
Who do
they
you
should
get?
have.
Who do you? And then two.
We've talked about the casting for this. We need some big titted girl to play Faye. We know that much.
Who do you get to play Edward? You see what I mean?
I don't know. They'll probably put fucking Emma Stone in it or something.
What's crazy is
Short
like
hair.
they
No,
never
what-
alluded to whether it's a boy or a girl, because depending on if
It's
you
a
listen
girl.
to the sub or dub, it's totally different.
Wait, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Edward's a girl.
I thought it was always a girl, but I could be wrong.
Did
Yeah,
you listen-
Edward's a girl.
Did you do subbed and dubbed?
I'm pretty sure I have.
It's different.
No, it's not, dude.
I mean, he might
All
be
right.
right. I haven't.
I'm telling
I haven't
you.
watched it both
I'll
ways.
Google it right now. I guarantee
telling
you,
you.
Edward. I've seen the doujinshi. Okay, Edward is definitely a girl.
Jesus Christ.
Who are they going to get to play the dog? Is the best question. Who are they going to get to play the
They
chess-playing
gotta have
dog?
some chunky little corgi play Ike,
Man, I heard they were trying to change it to
and
a
then he's gotta eat
beagle
the
or some
mushrooms.
shit.
Fuck that!
Like,
Oh
get
my
that
god!
shit right out of there. That's like, come
It's
on,
gotta
man.
be a chunky little corgi that's
Yeah.
gotta hiccup and bounce after he eats the mushrooms. On that one episode where they meet Edward, I think.
Yeah.
I'm Googling it. I don't know if that's going to load. I'm excited about this, like live action things. But then eventually they're going to start touching like Studio Ghibli and people are going to be like, fucking stop.
Yeah.
Don't do this to us, okay?
The thing, we watched the live action Death Note, and that wasn't too terrible.
I liked it. I didn't
Depends on
mind it.
which one. If it's
Because
the, new one,
the
it's-
show is fucking trash. I'll never watch the show. And the first live action movies I liked a lot.
yeah, the
It
Japanese
was really
ones were
cool.
good.
Yeah. And it's like these ones were like kept it constrained.
Yeah.
Very constrained, not like a long drawn out fucking Bleach series of 7,000 episodes of filler and shit.
Yeah.
Like the original,
Almost being caught
the
5,000
original
fucking
movies
times.
are literally worth watching just for how ridiculous the actor that played L was in those movies. dude.
God dang it.
Oh yeah, some emo looking guy with like eyeshadow like halfway around his face or some shit. I can't
Wow.
remember. But yeah, those are fun. That's the guy, the dude who did Battle Royale is the one who plays
Akira Toriyama? No.
No, the main character.
Oh,
in the live
I never
action
saw the movie
Death Note.
Battle Royale.
Wow, really?
Well, that shit did, like.
That movie's fucking amazing.
It was literally
That was banned back in the day, dude.
everywhere. Yeah, like
You had to
banned.
get yep.
You had to go to like the bootleggers to get it. Like that movie was everywhere and it was huge. And I kind of got pissed when
They redid it a couple times.
The Hunger Games came out.
Hunger Games, they had the Condemned stuff.
Yeah, the Hunger Game is Battle Royale for children.
Right? Like just a direct jack. I thought of this story when I know the fuck you did.
The only good thing to come out of the Hunger Games stuff was, who was the dude that played Future Man, Roddy?
Oh, God, I don't know the guy's name. I always forget it.
Future.
Do you know the plot for Battle Royale?
They take a bunch of school children, put them on an island, have them kill each other. They have exploding collars.
Yep.
That sort of deal.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
PUBG.
The children are so, like, the teens and shit are so, like, fucking, like, rebellious that they decide to keep them in line. They have a class lottery, and if your class is picked, you're put on the island as entertainment. Yeah. Or whatever, and then you're given a duffel bag, and there you go. You have this many days. The winner gets to go free, and that's like whatever's in the bag is like your weapon and shit.
Yeah.
Some people get like a guy gets a frying pan. And he's like, I'm fucking dead.
The main character got the frying pan.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then someone gets a fucking gun,
Yeah,
and
like
it's like not even fair.
Like an AR. Some guy gets like a katana and shit. Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, if they don't know how to shoot the gun, it's still like fucking, it's not guaranteed.
So someone
For
even
sure.
tries camping, I believe, in the movie, like right outside when you leave.
Yeah.
Like they try camping and they just get fucking skunked like right away. The camper does.
The first casualty. No, they had a casualty before the training video came on. Because they were like, I'm just not going to do it. Wow, just blast the dude. I'm like, that is fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
And
with the collar.
Yeah, I'm like, the overseer of
How do you
that
know
thing
that
was
wasn't
actually
part of
pretty-
the training?
That could have been.
It's like, this is what happens
One's
if
a
you don't play the
sacrifice.
game.
Yeah, one of you is a sacrifice.
Pick
It's
this-
the mouthiest one.
I picked this douche on the bus.
Yeah, it's a great movie. That's a great fucking movie.
Yeah,
I want to watch it again.
I do too.
I don't have my list up. Ross, what's next? JK, I watched Child's Play, but Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home is this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to that. It's got like 90-some% on both.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. So early.
Who's the actor playing Spider-Man in this?
Tom Holland.
Okay.
The dude that plays Final
Brit-
Fantasy 14 with Hannibal Buress. All those commercials where it's like Hannibal's like, hey, Tom, are you ready to play Final Fantasy 14 or whatever? And then who is it? Was it?
And he's like, no, I have a career.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Hannibal's funny as hell, dude.
No, fuck that guy. What? The worst. Oh my god, he's up there for one of the worst comedians I've ever fucking seen.
Do you like Eric? Does anybody like Eric Andre?
No.
You like Eric Andre?
Wait,
He's supposed to be
which guy are we
coming out
talking
with a movie
about?
too.
Bad?
Huh?
Hannibal Buress.
Oh, that
The guy
guy.
from Eric Andre, where he's in the chair and then like he just like blasts him. He's like,
Alex likes him,
like-
both of them, because of that meme only.
what?
Has probably never seen any of their stand-up nothing.
Well, they have a movie that's coming out
where they
it's-
prank people?
Yeah, and it's
dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Hidden camera for the whole time, and it's real pranks or whatever.
It's like Logan Paul and Jackass mixed.
Yeah,
It's just fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's super accurate. Yeah.
That's super accurate.
That is. I never thought about it in that
Fuck
scope
Logan
before.
Paul.
Yeah, right.
Just just so you guys know, he's on this platform is like we are on YouTube.
But he's garbage.
Yeah. So who's seen it? Who's seen Spider-Man this weekend?
Who's seeing it?
Maybe.
I didn't see.
that's
I
it.
didn't see Spider-Man: Homecoming, so
You're not.
The last Spider-Man I saw was the one that had the Jordans that came out. The
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
the last one I saw
I
was
was
probably
pleasantly
Maguire.
surprised.
I just saw the Into the Spider-Verse.
I think it was
On
the
Netflix, it
second
was really
Tobey
good.
Maguire
Yeah.
one. I don't even know if I saw the third Spider-Man.
You're lucky.
Was it third Spider-Man when he went all emo and shit?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, saw that.
The
Venom.
Spider-Man one was Green
Sad.
Goblin. Spider-Man 2 was Octopus, right?
Doc Ock.
Yeah, Doc Ock was number
Yep,
2.
that one was good.
Number 3 was Venom and Sand Guy.
Yeah.
Sandman.
Who played
was
Venom?
great.
Oh, you forgot. The third one also had
The guy from that 70s show.
the
Oh, it had the bird guy. What was his name?
no, it had
Michael Keaton, the bird guy.
No,
what the fuck?
it had the
Vulture.
Osborns, the one guy's kid that was his
Oh,
friend.
Harry Osborn.
Yeah, he's like trying to kill him too in the third one. Spoiler alert.
Didn't Harry?
They had a lot. Yeah, they had a lot going on in the third one.
Didn't
Yeah.
Harry put on like the fucking
James
Dr.
Franco.
Octopus shit?
No, he wears his dad's stuff.
The
the
Green
Green
Goblin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the first
The
one had
Hobgoblin,
Willem
no.
Dafoe.
Yeah.
And
Willem
then
Dafoe is
James
so
Franco, and it's like, that's nice.
good. James Franco is really
And
good.
then the third one had, what's that fucking guy's name from that 70s show?
Topher Grace.
Topher Grace.
For Grace.
Yep.
I'm not a huge
He's
fan.
not that guy from that 70s show. He's the killer dude from Predators or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, the
serial
doctor,
killer guy.
or the nurse guy that's...
Oh, I'm a doctor.
Why are you here? I'm a doctor.
I'm a serial killer.
Yeah. And they brought him because they found out that he was like just serial killing people in a hospital.
Probably.
Yeah, like as a nurse and shit. So they brought him for the fucking games. It's like, what?
Wow.
For those of you who do not know, we're talking about a very good fucking movie called Predators. Not the newest one. It's the one with the pianist, Adrian Brody.
And it also has
And Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, who tries to smoke him out.
Yep. Yep. So I saw Child's Play. Finally. They actually had more showings this last Sunday. Like the first Sunday had 2 showings only that started at 7. And then the next Sunday they had 4, I guess, with earlier showings. So I went to an earlier one. And it is garbage. 100% complete fucking garbage.
Well, they said if you expect anything near what the original was, it's a completely different story. It's a
Yeah, they just said if you expect anything good, it's not.
It's like a reboot. It's not a remake.
It's a reboot.
It's a reboot.
It's like someone programmed him to take orders through an Alexa, and it's like, Alexa, go kill this kid.
Okay, so
kidding.
I'm gonna start you off with how fucking stupid this fucking movie is. Okay. This
Spoil-
movie is so fucking stupid.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, so they're in a factory in Taiwan at the beginning.
I heard some of this from Joey, but
And guys just sitting there daydreaming at a desk and Buddy Doll's there, and the guy's just chilling, like just daydreaming. Boss comes up, fucking smacks him in the face, yells at me. He's like, "You gotta I took you off the fucking streets." This is all subtitled. I took you off the fucking streets. You finish this fucking doll, then you get the fuck out of here if you're not gonna fucking work. And just like fires him, but he has to finish that last doll. So he's like, "Whoa, that's heavy." So he goes, he hooks it up, and he goes onto his English computer. A homeless employee in a Vietnamese or is it Taiwanese? Maybe it's Taiwanese factory. And then he goes to safety protocols, and then he disables all safety measures for the AI. Aggression safety off. And then violent safety off, or whatever, or like language safety off.
He installed the X1 chip in there, right?
And then he plugs it in, he packages, and then commits suicide. And I'm like, okay, so I almost walked out of the theater there.
Jeez.
And I'm like,
that's ridiculous.
where can you go with this? Spoilers. There might be spoilers.
I already said spoiler alert.
Don't care. Don't see this fucking movie.
Like and subscribe.
So the kid gets this fucking defective doll. Like his mom works at store. Person returns doll saying it's got red eyes. It's defective. And she's like, wow, okay. I'm going to blackmail my boss so I could take it home for my kid for his birthday or whatever. Or Christmas, whatever the fuck it is. Brings a defective doll, like, oh, I thought you might like this, blah 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 blah. And it's like a doll with an AI that can connect to all your appliances of that company. So like a Nest, your TV, it's like your Alexa, like anything like that. It's just from a different company, pretty much. So he gets the doll and he's like, oh my god, like you're doing weird stuff that you normally don't do. And he's like, yeah, I do all those things I normally don't do. In like creepy Mark Hamill voice, I guess. And the doll is completely fine at first, but then the doll starts taking everything literally. And the cat, like, he's like...
Don't they, like, watch a horror movie and the doll, like
yeah, that's later. But at first, he becomes obsessed with Andy because he scans him as... He's like, are you my best bud forever? And he's like, yeah, it's me, Andy or whatever. And then he scans Andy and it's like, best bud for life. And then he sings, like... And then he's, like, creepy at first, like, just watching him sleep and shit. And Andy's like, you need to go to sleep. And then he starts singing to him again creepily, and then he's like, "Good night, Andy." And like, and then the cat attacks him, and then Chucky ends up... Oh, it's a glitch, by the way, that his name's Chucky.
Yep.
He's like, what's my name? And Andy tries to give him a name, and then it like glitches out, and he's like, I'm Chucky.
Yep.
So like, cool, what the fuck ever. And then Chucky's like choking the cat, and then Andy's like, no, what the fuck are you doing, Chucky? And he's like, can't hurt you. You're my best friend. And like, he just starts taking shit literally, like, I wish my stepdad would go away, and Chucky's like, what? Like, I can make him go away. And then makes him go away.
To me, this is the most ridiculous shit ever. I don't know how you didn't like that.
And then Chucky couldn't connect because his Wi-Fi was broken, so he couldn't connect to other objects. Like any of the other appliances. It was just self-contained. And then they're watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and like the kids are like laughing. And then Chucky like is like keeps looking at the kids like, and they're like, ha ha ha, funny, people are dying, ha, this is awesome. And he keeps like at the TV, then he'd look at them, then he'd look at the TV, and then he got up, and then he walked into the kitchen and grabbed the knife. And like, he pushed the chair, climbed up and grabbed the knife, and then he starts walking towards them, and he's like, ha ha ha, funny, ha ha ha, funny, or something. He's like, I'm gonna make you happy, or some shit. And then they tackle him, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I thought it would make you happy. It's like all the intent. And then eventually, he gets upgraded by some pedophile, and then he's able to connect to appliances, and then shit really kicks off.
Shit really kicks off.
This shit really kicks off, then he's like upgraded, so now he's not all glitchy like all the time. But he's like,
hey, Andy.
yeah, so he just becomes, it's like, all the intent from the original movies is gone. It's just a modernization where you cannot have any sort of, there's no like character developed. There's no connection you could possibly have with the doll, and the intent is gone. It is just a fucking disgruntled homeless Taiwanese employee on his English computer coded him to remove all of his safety protocols on his AI, which is possible, I guess, for a child's doll in a child's fucking factory in Taiwan, where you could just remove these safety protocols from a chip by just plugging it in and saying remove safety. Yeah. And then all the intent was gone. And then he just learned to be like, he wasn't just naturally evil out of the box. The AI learned to be evil because that's what he thought was required of him. So like it's not even an evil AI. It's just like, it was a glitched AI that was like taught these things like in a fucked up way.
So they took out the supernatural and replaced it with technology, basically. Is what
they modernized it, but it just gets rid of the intent. He's just like a weird fucking AI that does weird fucking shit. It's like, it would have been okay if it wasn't Child's Play, like the IP or anything.
It would have been okay if it was like a Black Mirror episode, is what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. And they already had that.
Wow.
In like season 5, but it's not like, it's the Miley Cyrus one where she's like...
Oh, don't spoil it. I'm not that far.
Oh, well, it's the Miley Cyrus one.
I just got to the one where the Roaches episode, Man on Fire, whatever the fuck it is.
Man on Fire.
The Roaches one?
That's starring Vin Diesel,
kill the
right?
Roaches or whatever.
I can't remember that one.
Oh, that's A Man Apart.
So he has to like kill the roaches or whatever, and he gets flashed in the eyes with this thing where he starts seeing what they called roaches as regular human beings.
Oh, the good futuristic army one?
Yeah.
Yes.
So good.
Oh my
so good.
God. So good. Black Mirror, Ross, you would love it. I forgot.
I've not been disappointed by that.
Did you get to the post-apocalyptic robot one yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, that one will that one's like wow, why are these people even trying to exist? Like, this is awful.
Wow.
Like, it is good. Black Mirror, it's like normal down to earth episodes, like technology, post-apocalyptic robots already fucked you in the ass. Yeah. It's awesome. That show's so good. Anyway, don't see Child's Play. It's so fucking stupid. And oh my God.
So the one redeeming quality was probably actually Mark Hamill out of everything.
I didn't even give a shit. Wow. I don't even care. It's not Brad Dourif. Oh, and like you know how he has his iconic snarl from the original Child's Play, where he's like, ah, got his mouth open and shit. He's like, let's try to scare my stepdad, and he's like, just hide and then like make this face, and then he's like, okay, smile. And he's like, and the doll's like smiling, and he's like, but open your mouth more, like, and then he's like crafting the snarl on the doll's face for the AI, and I'm like, oh wow, like the intent is gone, the motivations, it's all fucking stupid.
Damn.
It was like just like most basic bitch crafting of Child's Play that you could possibly have, literally molded into being Chucky. It's so fucking stupid. The supernatural shit, voodoo, fucking amazing. Brad Dourif, amazing.
Yeah.
Watch the original Child's Play. Fuck this new fucking shit.
That sounds.
Jesus.
I'm just mad about it.
Super angry.
I wasted so much time. And then fucking Paperboy, he's like just support role.
So not a really huge.
You could tell the outcome of the entire movie because it's very classic horror formulaic.
Okay.
Like, you know exactly what's going to happen. Sure. And that's exactly what does happen.
So does Paperboy die then? If it's formulaic?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, they do the psych out.
Oh.
But then he saves the day at the end.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. So it's like, oh my god, he's dead. And I'm like, no, he ain't. And then like right at the final dive, boom! Gut, you bitch, even though I don't even know what's going on. Like, typical formulaic shit. Like, he somehow understands what the fuck's going on. He doesn't.
Wow.
Shot him right in the
Andy, and the only thing I appreciated was Andy had friends in this one that tried to help him.
Yep, I heard about that.
Yeah, take care of Chucky and help him get through the... When he kills a stepdad, Chucky leaves presents, but he doesn't know how to leave presents. So he gives him the head of the stepdad, like, wrapped up in, like, with baseballs and, like, on a watermelon and a face with nails and shit. Like, as with a bow, like, ribbon as, like, a present or whatever, because he thinks that's what Andy wants. It's just really fucking weird and demented. He does kill the cat eventually, too.
I heard about
fucked up. Super fucked up.
I am Archer.
I don't know. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. I mean, you'll probably see it once it's on like fucking Netflix or something. Soldiers. But there's no point in watching it. Yeah, Small Soldiers, way better.
Fuck yes.
That modernization of Bad Dolls, that's what you want to see is Small Soldiers.
Mm-hmm. That was very BA.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get the. Okay, so this is Edward's page. I think finally loaded. Date of birth: January 1st, 2058. Estimated age: 13. Height: 5'1". Hair color, red. Eye color, amber. Planet of origin, Earth. Let's see.
I don't know if it mentions anything about the sub and dub, though. So.
Her father was the cartographer, Mr. Apple. Mm-hmm. And this is the fandom of Cowboy Bebop. So, it is a her.
At least on an English language website.
Female confirmed.
Well, nah, right there. There's Japanese right there. Done.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay. It's a her, dude. It's Ben Hur. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ben Hur? Like the movie?
Ben Hur.
I think in the English dub, she straight out says, I'm a girl, silly, or something like that. But the subbed one probably has it remain like ambiguous.
Okay,
even though as the watcher you can she's a girl, like you could tell
for sure.
But in the dubbed, I'm assuming what you're talking about is when she actually says it, that she is a girl, and like just straight up says it to not confuse people.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
so don't see Child's Play. That's all I know.
That's not the only show that does that. Too.
That's all you know.
Yep, that's all I know. Let's see. Nike recalls shoes. You already talked about that.
Nope, we didn't. We can talk about it right now.
Yeah, you already talked about shoes.
We barely mentioned like the Nike recall thing.
The Betsy Ross ones or whatever?
We barely even said anything about that.
I thought that's what you guys were talking about.
We're talking about the Stranger Things shoes.
Yeah, we're talking about Stranger Things.
So Nike recalls shoes with a 13-star flag, the colony flag that white supremacists have been adopting and shit, like their secondary Confederate flag. So they recalled the shoes because I don't know why the fuck they think that would be a good flag to use on a shoe in the first place.
I guess I don't understand
doesn't-
why that would be on a shoe. Like, I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, it's supposed to be released around the 4th of July, and people get really hype over shit like
So
that.
why not do it during when independence was, when they gained independence, and not the
or-
original 13
So they
fucking
could do Betsy
colonies?
Ross shoes, but they can't put out Harriet Tubman 20s until 2028.
Well, that's a different dynamic, you know what I mean? It's like a different group of people being represented. And you have Nike that, you know, with the amount of people that they pull in as brand ambassadors and, you know, talent and whatever the fuck, like they should be a lot more knowledgeable about, you know, treading lightly, especially after how hard they back Kaepernick.
Well, you do know it's a bunch of who is it? It's Nike's owned by an old white guy,
Didn't
right?
Yeah,
they claim
100%.
that Kaepernick was the one who told them to like stop
Yeah.
selling them or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a company that's ran by old white men that hires, you know, black celebrities and sports figures to
As brand
create shoes.
ambassadors.
Yeah, as brand ambassadors to market to. You know, they know their
Well, it says
market.
the majority of
Demographic.
Nike
Specific
shoes are
demographic.
athletic
Sure.
shoes, so yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
And it's like, as a company, you also have to think, what are the repercussions of doing this shit? I mean, we've seen it with fucking Starbucks. We've seen it with countless fucking Prada. We've seen it with Gucci. We've seen it with all these other brands. And it's like something as,
Gucci even like paid a dude to have their name be Gucci Mane or some shit.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was my clothing line. But, you know, it's like, you just got to be a lot more conscious of that shit. And initially, I didn't get the hubbub around it as quickly as I got the news that the shoes were coming out. I was like, that's kind of stupid. Then I got all of the backlash that people were speaking out on it. And all it does is just make the shoe more rare and worth more money, because they went from like the 200s to like way up there. And it's like, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You just made the shoe even more iconic by pulling it.
I wish we had
Well,
a
the thing
place in
is,
the
though-
state where we could camp out for fucking
The thing
shoes.
is, though, if you can get $2,500 out of a racist douche nugget for shoes, like it's $2,500 they don't have to do other stupid shit.
I get it, but it's also like the people
that's
that
2 AR-15s they don't have.
Yeah, but it's also like
Depending on how many like modifications.
Oh,
and
well,
stuff.
they got they're
you could buy a $2,500.
They're racist and
AR-15.
Republican, so odds are they don't know anything about a firearm to begin with. They just follow the hubbub like they have to own one. So they got
Right.
the laser sight,
the buy and
the
bolt.
extended quick fast switch mags,
No, you got the mag
upside
taped
down.
onto
Yeah.
it, dude.
Yeah, the upside down.
and then
one
like
taped
the
on.
fucking red dot sight.
Yeah, the $25 one you got off of eBay.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet that like the NRA and all the gun people like right before the election are going to be like, oh, Trump might not win. You better stock up on guns now.
Of course, it's predictable. We've
Yep.
all seen this a million times, and
What if they're the ones that are making the polls look so skewed? What if the gun lobby's behind this shit?
I wouldn't
NRA
doubt
is-
it.
Well, you
It's
do
the
realize
lobby.
that
I
the gun
wouldn't
lobby,
tar.
the NRA, is so deep in Russian money that like.
But I'm saying like
Yeah.
they claim that the polls had Hillary winning easily, and then it didn't happen. I'm like, is someone like rigging these polls,
or is someone rigging something else?
or are they rigging the
Giving
election?
Yeah,
a
that's
couple,
what I'm
100, couple thousand votes in like let's say 3 states or some shit magically
Yeah,
different outcome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all it really takes.
That's fucking crazy. That whole dynamic is fucking crazy.
It's funny is like Russia's like, well, we can't destabilize your country ourselves because there's a gun for every citizen that you have.
Yep.
So we'll just have you use them against each other, yourselves. And
Shit, I thought there was
Yeah.
like I thought there was like an average of 2 or 3 guns for every citizen or some bullshit.
Oh,
like
I'm
that.
sure it's a
Holy
ton.
shit.
They keep-
I could be wrong.
How many guns do you own, Chris?
A lot.
Part of the problem. Part of the problem.
It's
They
just
feel-
that amount of gun owners in the U.S. is probably half or less.
Well,
So-
you gotta think like, number one,
of the population.
the amount of gun owners or guns per capita, is that including the illegal weapons as well? Or is that only what guns have a paper trail? Because I think we went over it before where in certain places you don't even have to register your firearms. You just buy them and they're yours. You know what I mean? So how do they keep an accurate count is my question. Also,
Yeah, who knows?
yeah, also is a dynamic more scary than you think. Could it be 3-1? Could it be 7-1? Depending on how they count. You know what I mean?
Oh, never mind. I guess it is about one per person.
Oh, really?
That's 300 some million guns. That's a lot of guns.
It's insane.
Yep.
I want to know the ammo too, because that's also important too.
It is the highest guns per capita as well.
Well, there's more ammo than there are guns.
Well, but you got to think there's some people that maybe buy backwards where they're like, oh, I can afford this super expensive gun, but I can't afford to shoot rounds. There's certain
the
rounds
secret
that are
is that you
$20
buy
a shot.
everything everything firing a 9. Like, get your AR-15 in a 9, get your pistol in a 9, get your fucking machine gun in a 9.
The one thing I find really stupid about
Your
the whole,
rifle, you can get
the whole
a rifle.
guns being such a big deal because they like helped us get our independence or whatever. It's like, so you're saying if there was like a medieval like land that like, oh, the longsword was the reason we won our freedom. Like, oh, like longswords are like guaranteed to every man. Like, it sounds so corny and stupid when you think about it.
It does,
Yeah.
and I think it's not so much. It's the culture around it, just like anything else we purchase or whatever. It's the culture surrounding it, and it's like, oh,
It's the dick ride culture, racist.
Well, it's like, oh, well, I had this, which means I'm a hunter forager, but you drive out there in your nice, comfy, whatever the fuck vehicle you have. You don't walk the land. That whole shit. And
You
it's
go
like,
up, you go to a game or a game farm, you pay them to go out and shoot a deer,
yeah,
and somehow you're some kind of fucking like
outdoorsman.
you're an outdoorsman. Yep, you could survive.
I
You
mean,
know,
they're
you're a
lucky.
caveman. You could hunt and forage for
The
yourself.
South's probably lucky after the Civil War that the North didn't just take all their guns away when that happened.
Just think of how different the dynamic would have been if
Yeah,
that would have been
right?
the case. Like, that's crazy. But, yeah.
So, California is the first state to ban natural hair discrimination.
There were cities like New York City as a city had banned it. I know before.
I'm
Before
very...
that, but
That's a tricky thing to prove, though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, how do
That's
you
a
prove
very
it?
tricky thing to prove.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you just do an investigation.
It's like, well, hiring practices. Sorry, you didn't get the job.
Yeah.
Well, there were more.
Well, even in the workplace, like they have some workplaces would have things that say you need to do your hair this way. You have to put in a weave. You can't have dreads or like that sort of deal.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, I
think-
could see where it's more prevalent. And
Well, yeah, there's some places where you
Overt.
can't have long hair. Like a lot of factory jobs where you have to have it tied up and in a net or some shit. Like food. You can't have dreadlocks with fucking food. I don't think. Because no one's going to fucking want food from you.
I think people do it, but
Oh, yeah, and then there's the
a lot-
people
you can't even
that...
see your chefs back there. Like, a lot of them have beards.
Well, fast food you can. I'm mostly talking about fast
Oh,
food.
sure.
When I'm talking about restaurant. Because it's like... I mean... I don't understand it, I guess. The natural hair, because they're like dreads.
Well,
Dreads aren't... It's still a hairstyle, so I guess I don't understand what they mean by natural hair discrimination.
so okay, what you have is a dynamic of perception versus what it actually is. You know what I mean? I have a job in a line of work where people are like, you know what? This is when I was going through school and I got my degree and shit like that. This is what people are going to expect when you're in this field, and your hair has to be this way. Your facial hair has to be this way in order to be considered whatever the fuck it is. Clean, this, that, and a third, whatever it is. The misconception is, hey, if you have a certain hair type, it's harder to wash than other hair types. Or if you have facial hair,
That's true.
bacteria is going to build up in your facial. Like, that's all.
That's true.
It's all bullshit.
I know that's true.
No. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's true. Facial hair? Facial is nasty, dude. When you blow your nose and you have a mustache, it's the most disgusting shit in the world.
What
They
your
say that,
skin,
man, they
your
say
skin
that-
under your nose, if you wipe it clean, it's still on your face.
They say that
Yeah,
men's
like it's-
beards actually have like the most fecal coliform bacteria like in them outside of like someone's asshole. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, and so
Well, when you're eating ass.
So just back that boat up. No. But so do your cell phones. Should cell phones be banned now?
Yeah.
You're taking a shit and you're on your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
well, you're supposed to wash your hands after you're done.
Yeah.
But beards in food, it's just it's just beard falling into food.
They get beard. They make beard catchers now that you can wear.
just over your whole shit. I used to work in.
I'd rather just not work then. I know at Wendy's I had to shave.
Really?
They didn't. No, there's no such thing as beard catchers when I worked at Wendy's.
Damn, that's bullshit.
There's no way they would allow that. No.
I worked in.
They're like, yeah, you got to shave, and if you had stubble, they're like, here's a razor, you got to go dry shave in the bathroom.
Because no, even at like the Quick Trip, like if someone's like making
military?
the food, like they have a beard, they wear the fucking beard.
Then maybe they do. Maybe they do. Wendy's didn't when I worked there though.
Yeah.
Well, Wendy's was also there were bigger fish to fry at Wendy's.
Yeah,
well, yeah, but it's like beards can have dandruff, and beard hair can fall out pretty easily. So it's like in the food, like you don't want it in the food. I guess.
So where does that parameter end? Like if people have like
Anyone's hair can
psoriasis
fill
or whatever the fuck, like nope, you can't do this.
Eczema.
Because, yeah, eczema. Nope,
well,
you can't do this.
you're wearing gloves if you're working with food. Mm-hmm. Normally, you should be. And then
but it's
so
not
gloves on.
If you have eczema, it's not just quarantined to just your hands. You can have eczema on your face. You can have eczema pretty much everywhere. Elbows,
That's true. They probably wouldn't have you working on the food.
That's crazy.
You would probably be taking orders or working the dining room.
That's
cleaning and stuff.
That's crazy.
Well, or they would have you wear a long sleeve shirt. I was supposed to wear one because I had tattoos on my forearms, but I never did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you gonna do? Fire me?
That's
I'm like,
another dynamic I don't get. Like,
there's a guy fired every day. You can't afford to fire me.
Yeah.
And I'm a good employee aside from like not wanting to wear a long sleeve shirt. It's like in the summer, or you go out wear a long sleeve shirt, and it's like, no, don't.
Not gonna happen.
No,
and I mean,
not gonna do that.
That's basically. I mean,
send me home, then. Bye bye.
with natural hair discrimination, like, I mean, dreadlocks is a natural protection.
I'm just singling out dreads, the wet paper bag hair that smells like a wet paper bag, and you cannot properly wash dreads. I don't care what you say.
This guy.
I have met too many people who have.
Febreze.
I've met too many fucking hipsters with the dirty fucking wet paper bag hair.
But you're making an assumption off of a specific group of people that don't represent the whole. Like, for example,
it's difficult to maintain hair that they don't maintain.
Well, but you gotta think, my dreadlocks, I don't even wash my dreadlocks with sink water or tap water. I wash my dreadlocks with bottled water. I do.
That's the most bougie, unnecessary shit I've ever heard of.
Well, it's not.
You're like Kim and Kanye putting out the fire at their house.
No.
With their personal firefighter.
Might as well eat coconut milk or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, what you guys are not understanding is the mineral content in regular tap water could build up over time in your hair, whether you have dreadlocks or not dreadlocks. So to cut down on that, and also,
but it doesn't happen with normal hair.
Define normal hair.
It does.
Well, he's saying if you have dreadlocks and if you don't, it can build up. I've never had minerals build up in my hair.
Maybe it wouldn't affect straight hair the same way as it would dread.
Wow, dude, you're going that way? Okay, Ross has curly hair.
The thing is,
how much mineral buildup have you had in your life, Ross?
Have you even had to measure it? Have you even thought about mineral buildup before I brought it up? Do you do
no? That's why it's such the dumbest bougie shit I've ever heard of. Because it's not a thing.
It is a thing. It is a thing. Number one. And number two.
You got nasty water.
Number two.
You got city water. You have treated city water. We have well water.
Well water is worse.
It's got
and we don't have it. That's what I'm saying.
Number one, well water is worse.
It tastes better.
Gross. You grew up on it. Like that's
no. It just does taste better. That's whatever.
Yeah, because it's not treated.
You're conditioned to you grew up on it.
Well, then how come everybody I know?
That's like saying Coke is better than
everybody
Pepsi.
I know.
You're gonna have a cup of water.
Everyone I know who lives in the city tells me that I'm lucky that I have well water.
That's who.
And it's
you
not
know.
because you gotta pay for water; it's because it tastes better. They say.
I don't think so. I mean, and that's purely objective.
It tastes better
Vitamin
by
minerals.
not having a taste.
Well,
Like-
to be fair, I've like had city water because I lived in the city.
What did you grow up on?
Well,
I-
to be fair, I
I-
lived
well
in,
water.
to be fair, I lived in the city until
I was in the third grade.
until I
when
was
we
like
moved.
6 or 7. Then I moved out into the country.
Predominantly.
And when we
what did
lived
you
at the
grow up
apartment, we had shit fucking water.
Yep, that's
I remember that.
City
me and
water.
Ross, I remember we talked about it because we had a problem with it. And Shane was like, "It's fine." And it's like, yeah, if you like drinking fucking cum water like you used to, you fucking bitch. No,
But the thing is, back
love you, Shane. You'll never hear this.
He will. Back to the original topic. There's different sets and different layers of hair care and products that you have to put in your hair. For example, you might not use oil in your hair. I use oil in my hair. You might not do hot oil treatments. I do hot oil treatments. It's just
So bougie.
it just recognizing the difference of hair texture comes with a different way of caring for hair. I can't care for my hair like I care for my kids' hair. I can't care for my hair like you care for your hair. It's
Well, you have
differences. Well, even if I didn't have dreads, we couldn't use the same hair care regimen. My shit would be dried and fucked up if I wanted to strip all of the oils out of my hair. Like that's what you guys do.
I wish my hair stayed
Wow,
dry.
you're sounding pretty hipster right now, Chris.
Once your hair gets as long as his is, and it's longer than it looks because it's not straight,
Right.
it'll break off if you don't take care of it.
Yeah.
Like, just break off.
Yeah.
Just break off. Why is the hair so dry?
Because when you wash your hair, right? Depending on the strength of the stuff that you wash, like I use again, it's gonna sound bougie, no residue shampoo, organic shampoo, right? When you don't use that, it strips your hair down to just your hair follicle, not any of the natural oils that your hair is supposed to have in it, not any of the natural oils that's supposed to not give you dandruff and maintain the natural oil balance on your skin.
That's
to
bad
not
for
have
that's
irritation.
bad for our hair too. Like regular shampoo's bad for our hair too.
I get it, but
you get dandruff and shit.
do you-
We're supposed to have oil in our hair.
Like,
We just don't care. I don't think. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
well,
It's easier to get away with it.
Hipsters do though. I've met so many girls that only wash their hair once a week. They shower,
Well,
but they
you're
only wash their hair once a week
Well, you're
to
technically-
maintain the natural oils.
technically you're-
And I'm like,
You're not
Alright.
supposed to shampoo every time you shower. It's like every couple days.
Oh, I do.
that's gross. Yeah,
That's-
it's gross. Who doesn't do that? That's gross.
you have
Alex has stinky hair. Wet paper bag hair.
Well, I do it every time too. It's just that what I hear.
Yeah, you're not supposed to shampoo like every day. I know that.
do research. Do research into.
You could probably just do a
What's the
conditioner,
latest
maybe.
I'm sorry, but when I shower
Like a
and
leave-in conditioner.
don't use shampoo, I can tell, and it annoys me.
Yeah, I feel grimy when I
Yeah.
don't
Right, and
clean
that's-
myself.
It doesn't comb the same either. It's
That's
like,
a difference of.
He has curly hair. You can't put it on him.
His hair is nothing like my hair.
His hair used to be curly.
my hair used to be like yours.
Literally
To be fair,
nothing
Ross's
like
hair
that,
used to be curlier.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I
It curls. It
Let's
curls.
see. 5 million
annoying.
years ago, Ross's ancestor.
right? Like the thing is there's different hair care regimens. So what those banning of discriminations for natural hair types is basically the government has to step in and tell people to mind their fucking business. You know
So
what I mean?
is it that there's so few styles that like getting rid of one is like
Well, the way that it is what's considered business as far as hair was defined by white people years ago. So it's like you got to wear a weave, or you got to.
bringing about color.
You
dude.
gotta-
I mean it is.
So,
Make
so
them about color.
who decides what an everyday like natural style is compared to like something that's not?
society.
But who's gonna do it?
What do you mean? Like society. We dictate what's a norm.
I mean,
and
when
it's
someone
contributed
says,
to
"Oh, my
the
hair's
culture.
natural," like they discriminated. Like, who's gonna look at their hair and say, "Okay, go through the cards"? Like, who's gonna?
The work whenever you
Workplace
work
people-
somewhere anyway, they have they have guidelines,
dress
codes, and everything that you have to abide by. Otherwise, it gives them an excuse to fire you. It's like personal hygiene. You can't smell bad all the time. Otherwise, you will be talked to and then you will be fired because you can't wash or wear deodorant. It's like that's private companies. They are capable of doing that.
Sure.
You are warned, so it's a thing.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not, but it falls back into the prejudice thing. Like, if I see you and you don't fit the mold of what I think is professional, it doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what your education is. It doesn't matter how apt you are to do this job. It doesn't matter about your aptitudes either. It just matters visually, how do you look, and that practice is wrong.
So what have we learned? I'm still against Tekashi 6ix9ine's getting jobs. Okay? I'm still against that.
We are very much.
We've learned nothing. I'm okay with natural hair.
Is informant considered an actual occupation?
Yes. They get paid.
He puts it in his W-2s.
He's like,
all right.
Informant 6ix9ine.
Does anybody have any closing statements? Did we finish everything?
I mean,
I don't even want to look. I don't care. We talked way too much about this shit.
We did.
We have some science stuff, but we don't have to cover it.
Next time. Save it for next time, Ross. All right. We will catch you next time.
Like and subscribe. Deuces.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. You could catch us currently at the Prime 4 Podcast on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Podcast Addict for audio only. If you want to see how fugly we look in real life, you can also catch us on YouTube under the Prime 4 Podcast.